Hey guys, it's Melissa Nager here again with another session of network marketing training for your daily action items in your network marketing business. Today, we are going to, and I should tell you, I am a master seller and an elite founding member with Direct Cellars. And I've been doing network marketing for a little over 3 years. And I do these for my team and as well as anyone who needs the help here. They can find me on YouTube, or you can find me at workingwithmelissa.com or at mywinefree.com. So now that that's out of the way, this session we are going to talk about attraction marketing, which is a huge proponent and part of network marketing, at least for my business, and it should be for yours as well, I feel. Branding yourself is a huge plus in this industry. Just think about it. You just never know what's going to happen with whatever product it is that you're with at this time. And wouldn't it be great that if you have, let's just say, a couple of thousand followers collectively, you could take all those people right along with you when you transition over to something different that you might be working on in network marketing, or in addition to what you're already doing in network marketing. So this is going to be a really important session. It's going to cover a couple of different things actually that are incorporated. One of the things that we're going to incorporate in this session is the interaction in private groups on social media. That will be kind of like in your niche market, as well as posting frequently on Facebook, minimum of 3 to 5 times a day, and what you would be wanting to post. And then also we're going to talk about like pages and fan pages for you. I always like to specify that they should be for you, not necessarily for your business. Even though they're for your business, you want your name to be a part of it, and you want to brand that page to you. So without further ado, let's get started. So please, like I said, this is a really important part of the training. Do not discount this section. It is your bread and butter, really. Attraction marketing works. People do not buy products, they buy you. So think about this. They don't like to be sold, but they like to join what others are doing if it's something that is attractive to them. Did you ever notice, say, when fad items become popular, everyone has to have it and then it dissipates and it's old news? Yes, I'm guilty of this too. We all are. I find myself doing it all the time. That's why you don't want to attract people to a product fad or something that's going to dissipate. You want them to love you and love what you do. And don't worry about not appealing to everyone and being broad and basic. You want to be you. You will attract your tribe. You will attract people that like you and are attracted to you. And that's fine. There are enough people out there that you don't have to appeal to everyone. This just makes sense. So you want them to love you and what you do. And if you ever change businesses, you want your tribe to still be with you. So that, that makes sense. Think about who you like the most on your Facebook follows, or even how you landed right here. You were probably attracted to someone, or did you just say yes to the person without checking them out, them personally, looking at their Facebook page, checking out the pictures? I am super guilty of this. I do it all the time, and I've always done this without even thinking or realizing that it's because of attraction marketing. So, you look at least at their wall, right? I know you do. It's really important in this section to do this. These activities, as I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, the 3 to 5 times a day posting, etc., every single day. Not just when you feel like it, or when you get time, or when you're sick of partying with the neighbors, or instead of playing Candy Crush Saga, or instead of catching up on your DVR, instead of building your business. Your business building activities should be done before you let it all go for the weekend, or you're not serious about this as a future legacy or your empire, which you build day in and day out. I swear that is the truth. And if you don't do it that way, if you don't run your business like a business, it will not be a business. Do you think it'll build itself? Sorry, that's not happening. So maybe if partying, watching TV, playing Candy Crush, going bowling is more up your alley, see what I did there? You should not be your own CEO. I mean, I'm just going to say it. You know, that's what it takes in this industry to be a leader, to be a six-figure earner, someone who others want to join. So what should we be posting 3 to 5 times a day? Okay. So there, I have a handy dandy little reference image that I'm going to be sharing in my group. If it's something that you would like, and you want me to send it over an email, go ahead and drop your email under this, and I will do my best to get it to you. It's just an image, and it shows like sticky notes, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I also include Saturday and Sunday. Some people don't. I work 6 to 7 days a week, and I still do follow my schedule. Once I got used to posting several times a day, I really don't need the chart anymore in the image as a guideline. However, I have it available, that I will plop into the summary as well, the document that shows all of our training modules and sessions and lists everything right out. Basically just what I said. It will say it all in a document in case you don't have time to watch the videos again or you want something to reference to. So feel free to ask me for that, and I'm totally cool with sharing. Do not, this is a big one, do not, I repeat, do not ever share another person's post on your wall or your group. When you see someone posting an awesome message and it shows a great picture, do yourself a favor and save the text, reword it a little bit if you like, save the photo, and post it as your own. Why would you want to drive interest to the person you linked it to on your wall for all to see? If that person is where you're getting inspiration, guess what? Your people on your wall are going to go to them for inspiration as well. It just makes sense. These are just things we need to think about that don't seem to come to mind when we share just our normal everyday habits. So just remember that. And the same thing goes for links and articles. Open it, copy the link, post it to your wall on your own. Another tip, when you find quotes you like, write them out, type them out. Don't be lazy, guys. It'll serve you a lot better if you post them authentically on your own wall instead of using a pre-made image or something like that. It goes so much further. It just seems more authentic. Put those same quotes on pics of you. That is a great way of personalizing it. Those are great and people love them. So those are a few tips. You will probably laugh, but when I first started, I put reminders in my phone as alarms when to post and what subject. Like I had a little thing I would put on my phone 9 a.m. or even, I do it even earlier now, like 7 a.m. First post, good morning. When I had spare time, like waiting in line at the doctor's office waiting room, kids' dentist appointments, things like that. I used to use a notepad in my phone and I'd write up text ahead of time of things which popped into my head that I could use to relate to others. Everyone has random thoughts and a lot of times they come and they go. And if you don't write them down, you'd be surprised at all of the great things you come up with if you just wrote them all down and you could summarize and look at them later. So what I started doing is when I had these things pop into my head or I had time, I really started to try to get in my creative zone and write out my posts, pre-write them out in my notepads and things, to use your time wisely. I have become very creative about using my time wisely, multitasking. You're going to have to get really good at that. And that is one way that I did that so that later in the day I could spend time with my family instead of doing those things. I know it seems a bit much, but I did what I had to, and I still do when I have time. Being a special needs mom is not always easy as far as schedules, so I do all my pre-planning that I can when I'm able. I add to the above posts when I'm able to more than 3 to 5 times a day. If you're out someplace and you can go live on Facebook, we have that awesome feature now. If you have a funny shirt on, if you have a funny post it as your own. Post it. You should never be afraid of posting too much, but be afraid of posting too little. If people are not seeing your posts on social media, you do not exist. Worried about people unfriending you? Do not worry about people unfriending you. If they do, they're not someone who's going to matter in the future. That's how you have to look at that. This is a huge problem for most new to marketing people. So they worry entirely too much about offending people, losing friends, my friends. What are they going to think? If that is your concern, you'll likely end up with all of the people you started with and nothing gained and nothing changed. Think about it. Has anything so far worked for you just by having them on your friends list? Has anything gotten better or improved by following that same everyday, day after day, in, day out, looking at everybody's complaints and things like that in your feed? I also delete all of the follows that are completely negative. I do not allow any negativity into my feed. That is me. You may do that if you like. It works. It works. I will promise you it works. If I don't see it, I don't have to think it. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. That is my motto. This includes attracting your tribe and weeding out those who are not necessary on your journey. It's part of that. If you have to get a little tough-skinned if this is going to be the field that you work in. It is what it is. If you have a problem with this, it could be a serious roadblock for you for certain. I suggest you stop caring so much about what the warm market thinks about your posting and concentrate more on who is liking the new you and your posts. Just do it and watch the magic of multiple posts a day happen. Guess what you're doing? AMP. We talked about this in the previous sessions. Attraction marketing pool. Remember, I talked about the attraction marketing pool is what I call it. That's what I call your Facebook wall. Why? Because these are your own thoughts and jokes and the daily life happens moments that you're posting. You want attractions to people like you. You're never going to connect if you're trying to draw in people being falsely you that are not the real you. Be authentic and be you. Just remember, all of the people that you put in your AMP pool, that's my attraction marketing pool, are watching. Always watching. Keep it in mind when intriguing on Facebook. Done right, this can be an incredible and awesome tool for you in your business. So another thing that we're going to talk about is interaction in private groups and niche groups, social groups, and any of your social media. I use Facebook. That's one of the ways that I do my attraction marketing and my niche marketing. This is another part of attraction marketing. This is basically going a step further into getting more personal relationships from your niche groups. As a matter of fact, this is not in my summary that I had pre-written for this training, but I just had something happen this morning that fits into this category. So let me tell you exactly what it was as a good example. I have a special needs son. And I am a member of a very few very local, small community, neighborhood groups. So I had posted in there that I was looking for other special needs children and parents to get together for summer. It would be great to have some friends that we could, hang out with and do some adventures, go to the zoo, things like that. So I was looking for the same age groups with the same issues. And as it turned out, I connected immediately with another mother who doesn't have a son, but has a girl. And she's very much into boy activities. She likes a lot of the boy stuff. So it worked out perfectly. I ended up within like 5 minutes getting her phone number, adding her as a friend. And even though I contacted her for a different purpose, she is now in my attraction marketing pool. You have to remember to do these things. These things just grow your market. You just never know who will see the opportunity when you post the opportunity and put it together that they like you and the opportunity sounds interesting. So they are going to talk to you and reach out to you. So I personally like to do these interaction activities when I have nobody conversing with me, on a slow day per se. Sometimes weekends and holidays are best. If you don't know what niche groups are, I did explain that a little, but like I said, it's a group. Me being a homeschooling mom, as well as a child with special needs, you can imagine that I'm in a handful of those types of groups geared towards those subjects, AKA niche markets. So I'm sure if you like fishing, you're in some fishing groups. If you like collecting watches, you're in those kind of groups. That's what I'm talking about. So take this opportunity in those groups to interact with others and get more active with your posts in those groups. Find ways to incorporate your business a little, but not too often if you can. Like in your photos, you can have a glass of wine. I can post a picture of me and my son and I have wine. Things like that. For example, if you're in a fishing group, you can post a picture of you fishing with your glass of wine, things like that. I use wine, again, for you that are not in my team directly, because wine is my business. So focus the text on fishing, but just like, major marketing companies do, put your product in there. Like when you're watching a movie and you see the McDonald's sign, same concept. The goal is adding them as a friend and getting them into the attraction marketing pool, AKA your Facebook page. See how this is all coming together. I hope this is all making sense for you as we go through all of these. And now we're talking specifically more about the attraction marketing pool. Bet you're starting to catch on. So your goal with relationship marketing and AMP, attraction marketing pool, should be to put all of these sort of pre-selected, in a way, prospects into your friends list without them really knowing that they're actually prospects in the future. They will watch as long as you post consistently and you're not invisible. That is part of the everyday posting. I personally post 7 times a day instead of 3 to 5. They will engage and interact in your posts when something catches their eye. Most people need to see you are doing what you said and doing it happily before they will even care what your product or business is. Let me say that again. Most people need to see that you are doing what you said and doing it happily before they will even care about what your product or business is. Think about how much concern or personal thought do you give to people who are always complaining on Facebook. If they said, "Hey, you wanna buy my makeup?" What would you say? Think about who you'd be interested in as far as the business or a product. We will talk about this more later, because it's an ongoing thing that always improving. So we'll definitely do more training on this again in a further down the road training session. But do not forget, also something to keep in mind, there is an unfollow button selection drop down for your feed for everyone that is on your Facebook. And if your friends who still want to keep you as a friend are not interested in what you say and what you do, which, as long as you're being a positive person and you're not saturating and spamming and salesifying your feed, there should be no reason for them, unless they are miserable, to stop seeing your posts. They can unfollow. They have that right. They have that option, just as you do when you want to stop seeing their posts that are negative or something that you don't like, or they post inappropriate things, whatever the case may be. And you can still have them friends on your Facebook, and they will see your AMP if you do that with them. If you unfollow them, they're still seeing your attraction marketing pool, unless they select that for you. I have a very small percentage of my friends, I believe at this point there's 1,200 or so in my active feed, that I see on a daily basis. There's far too many things out there, and you can't control what everyone else is doing. So there's a very small percentage of what I see coming across my feed, mostly whatever's relevant to me. So as far as that goes, that's a good little summary about posting 3 to 5 times a day. Let me tell you now how you should be working on those 3 to 5 posts a day. Let me just get to my little graphic. I just want to make sure I don't leave out anything that's on the graphic. What you should be doing is, you can use my graphic, or you can simply write out, I'll show you with my pad paper here. You can simply go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm just going to do Monday through Friday right on this one, but you get the drift. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you can easily just do this, and you can change this up from week to week. It doesn't have to be the exact same every day. So what you're going to do is do little Post-it squares. Let's just use the example that you decide you're going to do 4 posts a day. Very easy. Just make a little chart, you know, something like this. Not that difficult. You've got your 4 boxes. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then write inside of these how to break it up so that you don't feel overwhelmed and you already have a pre-selected system. You know, when you have a busy day and you have these 4 to 7, sometimes 10 things going on that you want to post, it gets hard. It does. I'm not going to lie. It gets hard to know what you should be posting. What did I post next? What time is it? How long ago was my last post? So this is what I like to do. In the beginning of my career in this profession, I did this and then I put them all in my phone as reminders, like I said earlier. So let's just say we're going to use Monday as an example. Your first post could be motivational. Monday morning, super easy. Monday morning, make it your own with a selfie, or just post the text. Do not steal someone else's and share it again. The best ones are your selfies with the quotes. So your next post, hey, what am I doing right now? What am I doing? We're just going to write, what am I doing? Let's see. Next we could do, I'm just trying to think what else is on here. Share a pet picture. Share a pet. Talk about your dogs. If you're a dog person, talk about your cats. If you're a cat person, talk about your birds. If you're a bird person. Let's see. You can share, let's see. An old memory, an old picture of where you were when you started your journey, or of a future picture of where you want to be in your journey. Anything like that. So there's 4, there's 4 good ones there. You can do a favorite outfit. One of the things that I found out really works well for me is a collage of nail color designs that I'm going to get my next nail appointment. Vote A, B, C, D, E. I make the collage up with the different colors and everything, and then I put A, B, C, D, E, and people vote. Those are always great posts. You know, the more interaction you can gain from the posts, the better, obviously. Let's see, another one you can do. Okay, so basically you've got these 4 posts. You got these 4 posts each day. What you're gonna wanna do is go in there once a day and you're gonna go Monday. I'm gonna show you how I'm doing this, guys, in a minute. Let me just draw this out because I got my little 4 boxes on each day here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, business, product, business, product. Okay, if you take a look at this, make sure you can see this good. If you take a look at this, I've got my 4 posts and I got a circle. 4 posts and a circle. Now I use these, I've done a little research. These are not accurate, so don't follow this specifically. I'm just jotting this so you have an idea. But I've done a little research on social media, on each type of social media, which shows me the peak times to post. And I have a schedule that's modified more so to match peak times and things like that. And you'll start to get a feel of what times work better for you and things like that. So here's my circles. Out of 4, I will go through and I will do a circle sometime in between a post each day. Business, product, business, product. You see, I alternate between the business opportunity and my product. And a lot of times I'll be vague and sometimes I'll be very direct. If I'm doing 7 to 8 posts, I'll do this more than once. Or I'll do, if your business offers opportunity phone calls or pre-recorded things or things that you can interest people in or pique their interest, do some intriguing. You can do stuff like that and throw that in there. So the point is that you don't want to be spamming the crap out of your social media. You want to be sprinkling the business and the product in on top of your normal, you're a person, your interests, your pets, things like that. And you can always, one of the things I always follow too is, I mean, a lot of people do on social media, there's Motivational Monday, Transformation Tuesday, Wacky Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, Flex Friday. That's another one. You know, I don't do that one anymore. I used to do that one. You can do, there's a couple other ones for Friday. I always say now what I've been doing, because I'm the CEO of Fun, is in the Vinovix, and I've been doing Friday instead of Friday. So, I mean, you can make your own, you know, like start your own, that's fine. But okay, so that is what I was talking about with the postings. So hopefully you guys have all gotten the gist of that. And what I'm going to do now is we are going to just try to make sure that's not on my screen anymore for you guys, so I can see what I'm supposed to be talking about. So the next portion of the attraction marketing that we're going to talk about, and this will be the last thing that we talk about, this one is a little bit longer of a training session because we had a few facets of the attraction marketing to cover. So the last thing that we're going to cover on this session is posting on your like or fan page, and that should be done at least 2 times a day, 2 to 3 times a day minimum. Especially if you have, I'm going to say this real quick and then I'll go over what a fan page is. If you have run ads or boosted your posts and you have spent money to gain followers to that page, you need to have something for those followers to be caring about in order to stay. You can't just pay for the followers and then they are there forever. They will start dropping off, and there is a reason that you should be wanting to add those people. You have another facet of another group of people with eyes seeing you. So that is going to be something you're going to want to remember. So if you do not already have a fan page as a public figure, a public figure, which should be titled something with your full name in the title, you absolutely should create one. The reason we utilize these is due to the fact that these types of pages allow boosted paid posts as well as ads that are paid to be run from them. That is the main reason for, you know, having them aside from your regular Facebook page, which you can't do those things. If you learn to build this page using the same AMP techniques as on our wall, the attraction marketing techniques, you'll have another venue to market to, which will take the warm market equation out of your advertising in most instances. Some have some people that cross over that are on both, and that's okay. But for the most part, those are only going to be people that are more interested in finding you because of your branding. They're not going to be family members and friends that you've already acquired, that you've known since childhood, things like that. Most of the people who will like your fan page will be from outside sources, you know, based on your ads and boosts or general searching. My page is called Melissa Nager, CEO of Fun. Others have pages like Moms, Motivated Moms, Entrepreneur of Life. You get the idea. Once again, rather than using a specific product, you will see so many doing this, and it's not the right way to do this. I'm sorry, I have to tell you that. You will see so many using, in my business, wine as the focus of their page, and you should be branding you. It seems like a much more tricky task than just posting a page saying Melissa's Wine Club, right? Or Wine Club, Wine Club. Melissa's Wine Club, right? Well, trust me, that's just not going to work. I did it and I learned. It just didn't go anywhere for me. When I switched from my old company to my new company, I had a really big issue changing over and trying to salvage all of those likes from that page and bringing them to my branded page. Use you, always use you, and turn on the AMP, turn on the attraction marketing tool. These are the most successful fan pages, and some of your business is just sprinkled in here and there, just like on your Facebook. These pages should be about your life, everyday activities, and create more of a following, just like your Facebook. It can be any style. One person, there's one person on our team, I'm not going to mention any names. If he's watching, he knows, that swears and is totally raw. And if you are a person who hated swearing, you wouldn't want to follow that person, obviously. So the same goes for someone who's running political pages. If you're not on the same page, you obviously wouldn't want to follow their page, and so on and so on. So I like to focus more on women in business and fun. After all, I am the CEO of fun, right? This is how these pages should be used. This page building is not going to be as fruitful. You have to keep that in mind as our other avenues. But over time, you can create a great following to your market. And I had some great success with this early in my building as well. And I still continue to. I still get people that like to sign on. They're more interested in working with you versus the product. So make sure it's appealing. You get a nice cover logo. Use a picture that looks like the real you. Show that you have a family, you have pets, you're a person. These are all things that are important in attraction marketing and your desired followers. Important. Basic building step. When you boost and you run a paid ad or post on your Facebook fan page, like page, we call them like pages, make sure you go into that ad or photo that was boosted or your ad and invite all of those people who liked it to follow your page. This has built me over 500 followers quickly on my last boost, and maybe cost me overall $30. So there will be another session solely dedicated to running boosts and ads, so no worries. But I do have to say, do not do them until you research how to do them properly, or you have some training on them, or it will be money wasted. Simple things like using a personal picture can make a huge world of difference. And once again, I learned all of this the hard way on my own, so make sure you don't forget about posting to your fan page, guys. This is another good, huge daily task item. Once again, pencil that into your agenda every single day. It's easy to forget about since it's a separate thing, another page, and you're gearing more towards your main Facebook page most of the time. So that is my training session for basic attraction marketing steps that and tips that you can use in your network marketing business. If you'd like a summary, you'd like any help, you'd like the picture with the sticky notes that I use for my business and how I go, utilize that chart type system, you can email me. I'm going to drop my email at the bottom here. It's Melissa@MyWineFree. And I am looking forward to doing the next training session with you guys. And I will hopefully see you guys soon. So good luck and have a great day.